My name is Rose Robe. My admission number is B8050082 stroke 2021. And today we are going to look at business law, and we are going to measure with sources of law topic. And the various sources of law of Kenya are identified by Judicature Act, Constitution, Hindu Marriage and Divorce Act, Hindu Succession Act, Kadis Court Act, and we are going to measure with the sources identified by the Judicature Act, which are the Constitution, Legislation Act, which is also Act of Parliament or the statutes, delegated legislation, common law, equity, African customary law, Islamic law, case law, and judicial precedents. These are the same. We are going to look at each of the sources individually, and we're going to start with the Constitution. So let's go to the supremacy of the Constitution. All other sources of law derive their validity from the Constitution. Any source of law, if inconsistent with the Constitution, is null and void. To the extent of its inconsistency, any act or omission in contravention of Constitution is invalid. That shows how supreme Constitution is. Constitution binds all persons and all state organs at both levels of government. No person may claim or exercise state authority except as authorized under the Constitution. The second source is legislation. Legislation is the process of lawmaking through parliament or any other body specially constituted for the purpose. Its advantages are its democratic resolution of legal problems, its dynamic, and its durability. This it longs for a long period of time, or it's durable kind of. The third source is delegated legislation. Delegated legislation consists of rules, orders, regulations, notices, proclamations made by subordinate but competent bodies. Delegated legislations takes various forms. There are two forms which I've outlined over here, and they are local authority make bylaws applicable within the administrative area, and there is government ministries, professional bodies, and other which make rules, orders, regulations, notices. The fourth source is common law. It may be described as a branch of law of England, which was developed by the ancient common law court from custom, usage, and practice of the English people. The fifth source is equity. This court dealt only those cases where common law either provided no remedy or provided a remedy which was not adequate. This was formed to constitute the common law. African customary law is another source. It's the law based on the customs of the ethnic groups which constitute Kenya's indigenous or Africa population. Its characteristics are its reasonableness, conformity with the statute law, observation as of right, and immemorial antiquity. The seventh source is Islamic law. This is the law based on the Holy Quran and the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad. The final one is case law and judicial precedents. Judicial precedent is a legal rule that requires a judge hearing a case to refer to earlier cases decided by his precedents in order to find out if the material facts of any of those cases before him, in the event of such finding, to decide the case before him in the same way as the earlier case had been decided. Yeah, that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.